November. Hello everybody, I'm back and I'm going to be doing a review for a game that people actually requested. I really didn't want to do a review on this game, but I'm going to because of the viewer requests on my channel. So here it is. It's Star Wars Battlefront 2. So let's go ahead and check it out and see if this game's any good.
Skywalker, join with me to the dark side so you can play your game.
What the hell is that all about? Can I possibly please get my game back?
Young Jedi, you are weak. Skywalker, join the dark side or perish.
Well, considering that I actually paid money for this game and it went to EA, technically I feel like I'm already a member of the dark side. So could I please just have my game back, please?
Alright, young Jedi. If you choose to play, then you need to do one thing. Pick a card.
What, dude, I'm not a Jedi. I'm not Luke Skywalker. What is wrong with you? Just please give me my game back.
You must pick a card. Then you can play your precious game, Skywalker.
What? No, I don't want to pick a card. Why do I have to pick a card to play my game?
You must pick a card. Then, Skywalker, you can play your precious game, Skywalker.
No, I'm not picking a card. Listen, I'm not a Jedi, okay? I am not Luke Skywalker, and I'm not picking a damn card to play my game. Now, last time I'm asking you, just please give me my game back.
Young Jedi, you are weak, Skywalker. Join the dark side or perish. You will pick a card.
Hold on,
will join the dark side.
I'll be right back.
I see the force is strong with you. Come and strike me down.
Dumbass. Alright. Let's go ahead and pop this thing in and see what the whole fuss is about. Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Double Dog, and this time I'm back with a game review of a game I don't want to review, but I'm going to because I actually had some requests to do it. It's Star Wars Battlefront 2. It was developed by DICE and published by Electronic Arts and was released on November 17th of 2017 for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows, and it is the fourth major installment in the Battlefront series and a direct sequel to the 2015 reboot, and it is basically a third-person action shooter. This time it features a 5 to 8 hour single player campaign mode with up to 13 levels where you play as Iden Versio, who is a leader of the Imperial Special Forces group known as the Inferno Squad, and features several missions spanning different events from the 30 years leading up to the new Force Awakens movie, and will have parts where you even get to control other characters as well, including Luke and Kylo Ren, just to name a few. And the game goes and ditches the season pass for free seasonal DLC, very similar to the structure of Overwatch, with the first DLC coming out on December 13th that is going to be based off the new upcoming Last Jedi movie with new characters and levels. Now, for the main mode of the game, hands down has to be the multiplayer. It comes with 5 different game modes, with some supporting up to the 40 player battles that they promised a long time ago. First up is Galactic Assault, by far the best game mode on here. It is a 20 versus 20 20-player mode involving starfighters, vehicles, troops, the heroes, and the villains. And as the missions progress and the mode progresses through, it will have changing objectives, which hands down this is the best mode of the entire game. A Galactic Assault is just hectic, it's chaotic, and it is really a lot of fun. Next up is Starfighter Assault, which is a 12 versus 12 mode featuring space battles with up to 20 additional AI-powered ships to help you out to make the game way more epic. And it controls so much better than last time, mainly because I think it's Criterion, if their name is, the same people that used to make all the Need for Speed games, and Burnout, I believe, they actually worked on the control, and it shows, because the control hand down is fantastic. Next up is Strikes, which is a 8 versus 8 player close quarter battles featuring a capture the flag style mechanic. It's basically the form of capture the flag. It can be pretty good fun, but I thought this one got kind of boring really quick. Next up is your Heroes versus Villains, which is a 4 versus 4 death match featuring the villains and heroes of the Star Wars universe. This one is really one-sided depending on the characters that you pick. I mean, hands down, if you got some long-range people, it's really not that fun to play. And your Bare Bones Blast mode, which is your 10 versus 10 standard team deathmatch. First to reach 100 points wins. Now, the multiplayer does have a class-based system for your characters as you go along. You can pick from 4 different ones, including Officer, Specialist, Heavy, and Assault. Now, keep in mind, depending on what character you pick, they will have a different loadout of weapons and different abilities. Like if you pick your Specialist or your Heavy, naturally the Heavy guy will have a much better weapon compared to the Officer, but he may move a little bit slower, he may take a little bit more damage, but hands down he is pretty much just like the tank. And you can mix and match through them, and it's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. My favorite has to be the Heavy, hands down. And of course it also comes with an arcade mode where it does actually have all kinds of different battle scenarios as you go through, which is pretty dang cool. Now, the single player levels, I'll have to point out before I get into some other details, is they play out kind of like Call of Duty with the enemy AI being rather poor on the low difficulty. If you turn it up, it actually does have some pretty okay AI, but in the end I've had some graphical issues, some screen tearing, some glitches, and some really stupid guys. And the single player has a very predictable story, and it has a to be continued ending. Now, considering you're going to be getting free DLC, thank God, you won't have to worry about paying for the ongoing story of this main character, but all in all, it's not that bad. Now, I just have to get into it. This is the one thing I do have to talk about, is how you upgrade your character in this game. It's all about the loot boxes and star card upgrades, which has become a big issue with this game solely on how badly the boxes have been implemented into this. I'm just going to get straight to the point. This game has a terrible microtransaction pay-to-win design with it. It is almost like a free-to-play game with a Star Wars texture on it. In fact, it's gotten so much controversy over how bad they've been responding to people, even getting to the point of death threats to the development team, which I never approve of, and it has become the most downvoted Reddit comment section in history, with over 650,000 downvotes over the fact of the responses of how they said the grinding nature of the design of the game is. Originally, they said it would take damn near 40 plus hours just to get enough points needed to unlock one character, and unless you went and you bought loot box drops with real money, and it led to a very unfair advantage. And so far, EA has tried to some sort of damage control by backpedaling and lowering the credits needed to unlock characters by 75%, but if you also pay attention when you beat the single player mode, they have lowered the amount of credits you get for beating single player as well. Now, that does not fix the unbalanced pay-to-win nature of this game. This game is designed from the very start to be a pay-to-win game for microtransactions. Incremental changes do not solve the fundamental problems, EA. even there was some rumors that EA hid on their customer support page, went and hid the the refund button, but that actually is not true. Pretty much, if it's within 7 days of launch of a title, it will allow you to get a refund button to actually refund your money. So that was actually kind of misconstrued. Even though the single player mode is fun, the multiplayer looks and plays fantastic with wonderful graphics and unparalleled design of the game world and its maps, and it's just such a fun game, except for the fact of how they got the loot box system and star cards. Now, the arcade mode, actually, I thought was really cool too, but it's got its problems too. I mean, after you play so much in the arcade mode, you will hit a cap on the friggin' credits that you can earn for pushing it back 15 plus hours of waiting time before it allow you more credits. So this game is designed from the top down to pretty much make it for they push you towards the microtransactions. I mean, the large scale battles become chaotic and great, but the random quote dice rolls ruin the gameplay just like a free-to-play game. It is such a shame where this game went, because hands down this game is fun for a little bit also, but with just the structure of it, the only thing that's really good about this is the single-player mode. And you know, there's actually been a lot of issues with the fact of how this game is. In fact, it's gotten so bad, EA even went and temporarily turned off the microtransactions. Now keep in mind, people, this is just temporary. Only temporary, so down the road, once they sell enough copies of this game, they're probably going to turn the microtransactions back on, because the way this game is designed from start to finish, there is no way possible for them to actually have this game be played unless they take it down and totally redesign it from the ground up in terms of how you upgrade your character, because the whole game is designed around these damn loot boxes, random generated gambling loot boxes, and star cards. So I hate to say it, people, in the end they're not going to be able to fix this game. EA is just trying to please some people by turning off the microtransactions, but I guarantee you, as soon as they make enough sales or with a month's time of this game, they will turn the microtransactions back on. So if you want to protest this game, here is what you do. Do not buy the game. Don't go and threaten people. Don't give death threats. That is an improper, immature way of making your point. That just lowers you down to their level. If you want to protest the fact of how they ruined this game that could have been a fantastic game if they designed it properly without the microtransactions, just do not buy this game. I didn't buy this game either. I rented it from a Redbox. That way I could at least do this review and play the single player campaign mode. It is worth it to play the single player campaign mode just to see what they did with it. It actually has a pretty decent story. I love the character and I love what they did with the overall plot. But in the end, this game is not worth buying strictly because of what they did with the microtransactions. All I've got to say is, please, if you are against the microtransactions and how they put them in this game, just do not buy the game. Hit them where it counts, in their pocketbook. And eventually, if they don't make enough of a profit, they might learn from their mistake with this game. Probably not. They'll probably just do what they did to Visceral and probably just fire everybody from DICE or Criterion, which is a shady practice to do. Hopefully they don't do that. But in the end, EA, get your frickin' act straight. Please knock it the fuck off. Quit doing this with a good game. You had something that could have been a fantastic game here. Like, you know, it's fun as hell, and then you ruin it by this terrible microtransactions. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to say thank you for everyone who subscribes to my channel. I want to say thank you for everyone who watches this video. Please leave a comment below on what you think of the catastrophe that this game has turned out to be due to the microtransactions problem. Are you planning on playing this game? Are you planning on buying in this game, or are you going to actually pass on it like you should? Just please leave a comment below. And please remember, people, this is strictly my personal opinion on this matter. I am totally against microtransactions in games on full price games. If you pay a full $60 for a game, or in some cases $80 for a game, there is no reason why you should not receive the full game without this nickel and dime bull crap. And remember, people, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, the devil is in the details. Without microtransactions. Peace out.